Late in spring, Herzog had been overcome by the need to explain, to have it out, to justify, to put in perspective, to clarify, to make amends. At that time he had been giving adult education lectures in a New York night school. He was clear enough in April, but by the end of May he began to ramble. It became apparent to his students that they would never learn much about the roots of Romanticism, but that they would see and hear odd things. One after another, the academic formalities dropped away. Professor Herzog had the unconscious frankness of a man deeply preoccupied. And toward the end of the term there were long pauses in his lectures. He would stop, muttering, "Excuse me," reaching inside his coat for his pen. The table creaking, he wrote on scraps of paper with a great pressure of eagerness in his hand. He was absorbed, his eyes darkly circled. His white face showed everything. Everything. He was reasoning, arguing. He was suffering. He had thought of a brilliant alternative. He was wide open. He was narrow. His eyes, his mouth made everything silently clear. Longing, bigotry, bitter anger. One could see it all. The class waited 3 minutes, 5 minutes, utterly silent. At first there was no pattern to the notes he made. They were fragments, nonsense syllables, exclamations, twisted proverbs and quotations, or, in the Yiddish of his long-dead mother, Treppwörter, retorts that came too late when you were already on your way down the stairs. He wrote, for instance, "Death, die, live again, die again, live. No person, no death." And, "On the knees of your soul, might as well be useful, scrub the floor." Next, "Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou be like unto him. Choose one." He noted also, "I see by Walter Winchell that J.S. Bach put on black gloves to compose a Requiem Mass." Herzog scarcely knew what to think of this scrawling. He yielded to the excitement that inspired it, and suspected at times that it might be a symptom of disintegration. That did not frighten him. Lying on the sofa of the kitchenette apartment he had rented on 17th Street, he sometimes imagined he was an industry that manufactured personal history, and saw himself from birth to death. He conceded on a piece of paper, "I cannot justify." Considering his entire life, he realized that he had mismanaged everything. Everything. His life was, as the phrase goes, ruined. But since it had not been much to begin with, there was not much to grieve about. Thinking, on the malodorous sofa, of the centuries, the 19th, the 16th, the 18th, he turned up from the last a saying that he liked. "Grief, sir, is a species of idleness." He went on taking stock, lying face down on the sofa. Was he a clever man, or an idiot? Well, he could not at this time claim to be clever. He might once have had the makings of a clever character, but he had chosen to be dreamy instead, and the Sharpies cleaned him out. What more? He was losing his hair. He read the ads of the Thomas Scalp Specialists with the exaggerated skepticism of a man whose craving to believe was deep, desperate. Scalp experts. So, he was a formerly handsome man. His face revealed what a beating he had taken. But he had asked to be beaten too, and had lent his attackers strength. That brought him to consider his character. What sort of character was it? Well, in the modern vocabulary, it was narcissistic. It was masochistic. It was anachronistic. His clinical picture was depressive. Not the severest type, not a manic depressive. There were worse cripples around. If you believed, as everyone nowadays apparently did, that man was the sick animal, then was he even spectacularly sick, exceptionally blind, extraordinarily degraded? No. Was he intelligent? His intellect would have been more effective